Assalamualaikum. Gazebo Anyu Abire.
Residents claimed that the floods that hit their settlements were as if the 2014 yellow flood was a repeat of the 2014 flood due to high water levels, besides that the floods increased suddenly in just one night. A survey around Cubang Qual village and Baro Pial village today found that the majority of the population had to leave their homes to move to a safe place other than the main road where the water rose to 1 meter level. Mangsab Mohammed Zohar Juzu, 53, said the last time he moved to the PPS Temporary Resettlement Center was in 2014. Because of the big floods that hit, and today the incident seems to be repeating itself. Every year our placement experiences flooding, but only with normal water levels, but this time it was a bit extraordinary so that the inside of my house was already inundated with 0.8 meters of water. What's more, in the yard where the water splashes 1.5 meters. Only boats could be used to get us out, and I was grateful when I saw the safety rescue team lend a helping hand. My wife and I, Jamila Razak 53, only had time to bring a few pieces of clothes and important documents to be saved. He said after being met in camp on Baro Pial, here today. The safety agency joined forces to rescue flood victims who were trapped as members of the JBPM Bomba and Rescue Department, Malaysia's Special Search and Rescue Force SMART, and the Malaysian Royal Police PDRM. Another victim, Zainab Yusuf, 67, said she did not expect the air level to be so high that it would submerge her two-story residence. During the last major flood, we were only here for the usual February floods, but this time, they didn't spill over each other like the 2014 flood. Seeing the heavy rain and strong winds last night, I can already predict that a big flood will occur. I hope that the water will not last long and recede soon because I am worried about the condition of the house and furniture that cannot be lifted to a high place, he said. The number of flood victims in this area has decreased with a record of 1,584 people from 490 families, even though the intensity of rain has hit most areas in Kelantan since last night. Disaster Management and Operations Officer, Malaysian Public Defence Force APM Kelantan, Captain Mohammed Hanif Omar said the number showed a decline for the second night, namely 6. In addition, a PPS temporary transfer center in Rantau Panjang, namely Sri Kayambang National School, was completely closed today. The closure of the PPS means that 6 PPS are still open in this area. Current flood conditions in Pasir Mas are under control. The weather for most areas is currently raining except for Tumpat, which is still cloudy, he said when contacted by Cosmo today, according to Mohammed Hanif. Most of the main rivers in Kelantan are showing an upward trend, but are still at normal levels. He said, however, that the Galik River in Jenab village here is in danger. Pergao River, Kuala Balat in Jeli, Lanis Air Lanis Jeli River, Galik Rantau Panjang River and Kuala Jambu Galik River are currently showing warning levels, he said. Flooding in Kelantan is getting worse with the record that the number of victims suddenly increased to 4,121 involving 7 areas in the afternoon of Sunday. Based on the disaster information of the JKM Community Virtue Office, which was updated as of 5:30 p.m., the victims have killed 1,223 families. A sap cutter, Mariam Seaman 44, characterizes the current flood as one of the triggers of the same disaster in 2014. Didn't have time to pack anything, the water rose up to 2 meters and was too fast in the area of the house. I was only waist deep in moving to the PPS Temporary Transfer Center with my 2 children and husband, he said when met at Baro Pial Village, Pasir Mas, on Sunday. Meanwhile, village roads and other alternatives such as in Makhang, Pasir Putih, Kuala Krai, Jalan Tokbok Selasing at KM02 Pasir Putih Gong Kali, Suro Village to Sengal Village Polas, Jalan Bukit Sire Betel Village, Kuala Anil, Jalan Sungai Durian Chenyaleng Kuala Krai, close to all light vehicles, according to him. Meanwhile, the number of displaced flood victims continued to increase to 3,011 victims by bringing in 893 families who were placed in 29 PPS temporary transfer centers as of 2:30 this afternoon. Continuous rain warnings were also issued by the Met Malaysia Meteorological Department in all places in Kelantan. The warning of continuous rain is expected to be in effect in the state of Kelantan until Wednesday, December 21st.